The actual command was given by the Sumerian god El. As I said, this all worked fine for a long time, and then an event occurred that changed the whole earth, the Great War. At this point, I need to digress for a moment. I had originally intended to detail the events of Earth's occupation by the Ankh in much greater detail. Each way chapter would have described a certain point in history. Because of the lengthy time this would involve, I have decided to skip much of the pre-war history and begin with the event which took place after the war. This includes much of what we refer to as known history. Now, back to the war. Revelation 7. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, and prevailed not. Neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Here, I need to explain a few things. It is vitally important that you understand the events that took place at the birth of what you know as your civilization. You, as a people, were born out of utter chaos. You are a portion of the spoils that the victor of the bloodiest and most destructive war ever fought on this planet won in battle. It is fortunate for you that the factions of the Ankh who won this war are sympathetic to humans. In fact, they actually care very much for you, even love you as a mother would love her child. They were even ready to go to war with the entire Ankh collective to guarantee your survival. But I'm jumping ahead of the story. Let's go back and take it one step at a time. The first thing we know to look at is who and what existed here. The Ankh, as we call them, are a collective race of human beings. They comprise the true human race, which exists now in over 50 colonized zones in this part of the galaxy. Long ago, they came to Earth to settle a new colony and mine this solar system for raw materials. Their social and political structure is based on a highly regimented caste system. They are ruled by royal families, 7 major and 4 minor. The occupation forces that came to this planet were comprised of members of each family, along with their respective colonization and military forces. If you'd like a more detailed layout of the exact political structure, such as names and ranks, etc., then you must study ancient history. The leaders of the Ankh are what Ehumes refer to as quote-unquote gods. The Ankh are also what we used to call angels, quote-unquote angels and quote-unquote demons. There is enough history written about them for you to get a fairly complete picture of their social and political structure. Let's recap what we've discovered so far. The Ankh colonized Earth. They are ruled by 7 major families. Each family has a representative royal family member here on Earth. There were many members of the military, mining, scientific, etc. castes here, each belonging to a particular family. There is one more social order that exist among the royal families that we need to look at. They are called the daughters of Ma, the Doma. The Doma order is made up of females from all the great families. The non-Doma members of the royal families swear allegiance in this order, first to their families, second to the collective as a whole. The Doma, the daughters of Ma, whose members are found in all the families, swear their allegiance in this way. First, the Doma, second, family, third, the collective. Inside each family, part of the structure is composed of members of the Doma. Let's look at an example, for it is vital that you understand the Doma. After all, it is to them that you owe your very existence. Let's take the family of Ki, K-I, as an example. This is one of the most powerful families. They are from the system of Sirius and are one of the original founders of the collective. The Ki family is made up of millions of people in many different castes. At the top is a 3-level aristocracy based on bloodlines. These levels rule and provide the basic bureaucracy necessary for the entire family to function. The head of this family is a patriarch named Kan Chi. He is part of the council that rules the collective. The council is made up of the leaders from the various families, both male and female. They are in charge of various portions of the family's assets. For example, Ma-Ha-Shia is a male of the first order bloodline. In other words, he is the next generation out from the family patriarch. His father is Kan Chi. Shia is in charge of the Ki armies. Or is that Kai? K-I, Kai, armies. He shares this with a female relative, Ma-Ra-Ash. If a war were to break out, Shia would combine his armies with those of the other families. The resultant collective army would be a formidable force. The concept of families combining their strength to fight a common enemy is sound. But what happens when the enemy is another family of the collective? We will soon find out. The Doma are loyal members of their respective families, but they have all pledged greater loyalty to the order, the daughters of Ma. This loyalty supersedes the normal allegiance toward the family. In simple terms, the Doma represents a female-controlled superfamily